Okay, so we just got the Septuagint, which is the Greek text of the Bible, and we had been speaking this morning about Revelation, and I got super excited to go check my new Bible for Revelation, and then I got to the end. I was like, Jesse, they took Revelation out, and what did you say?
The Septuagint is only the Old Testament.
So I didn't actually know that, but it's fine. It's equally as exciting because the Old Testament, quote unquote, Old Testament is kind of the thing that I've been mostly spending my time on these days. And it was suggested to pick one up, and I know that Jesse had been reading it for many years more online and didn't necessarily have a hard copy, so I grabbed this, and I thought for anybody who's serious about doing Bible study, it's probably a super handy tool. We do have interlinears, but I just thought this was pretty awesome to have. So what do you got here? Got Genesis, Exodus. I guess this is Leviticus. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the Torah. Numbers, Deuteronomy. How do we see this? Deuteronomion. How do you say it?
Deuteronomion.
All right.
I think it's just like the Greek transliteration of the...
I don't know much about this stuff, to be perfectly honest. Jesus, which that's confusing to me, but I suppose it's Joshua, not Jesus.
Yeah, they have the same name.
It's funny that they wrote the word judges, even though
there's no J.
There's no J. I wonder what that would be. Ruth, obviously. I'm assuming these are the kings.
Yeah, 1st and 2nd Kings, and then 1st and 2nd Samuel. Or, well, 1st and 2nd Samuel, and 1st and 2nd Kings.
Where do you see Samuel?
It's in here. First, in the Jewish Bible, it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Kings. Oh. And in the English Bible, it's 1st and 2nd Kings and 1st and 2nd Samuel.
Okay. Esdras. So the other thing that's exciting about this is that we obviously have books in here that we don't have in the Protestant 66 book canon.
Or in the Jewish Bible.
Okay, so the Orthodox and possibly the Catholic Bible are based on the Greek Septuagint. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have your Greek Jesus that way. Esther, Judith, I'm assuming that is. Mm-hmm. Tobit, the Maccabees. This is a lot of Maccabees.
I think the Catholic Bible only has up to the 3rd Maccabees, if I'm not mistaken.
Is there Maccabees in the 66 books? See, because we have also Hebrew or like restored name versions of Bibles that have all of these books. So even though I have a number like, King James and TLV and NIV and all these other translations, I sometimes don't remember what's actually comes from where. Song of Songs is normally in the 66 books. Mm-hmm. Prayer of Manasses, I've never seen this in my life.
That's one of the books of the Apocrypha. It's about the wicked king Manasseh and his prayer of repentance. It's actually kind of good.
All right, maybe we can read that later, since there's no revelation in this book. Wisdom of Jesus, son of Sirach. So again, this is Joshua. This is not Jesus.
Yeah. Joshua, son of Sirach.
Psalms of Solomon. Solomon is not the same as the Wisdom of Solomon. Neither of those are in the 66 books, right? No. Which I think is exciting because, people get freaked out about reading anything that's not in the Protestant Bible, but, there's no reason to be freaked out. And on top of it, maybe we should get one of the old King James Bibles and do the same thing. I think this is cool.
Because all of these books are in the 1611 King James.
All of these ones that we're looking at right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All however many books are in extra books are in this, are also in the 1611. They were also in the 1535 Geneva. They were in every Bible up until the 1800s when the Protestants started taking them out.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Hosea, Amos, Joel. I don't know what this is.
Malachi.
Oh, okay.
Or no, Micah. Sorry, Malachi.
Micah, that makes sense. Okay. Zechariah.
Haggai.
See, I don't even know these books in...
Sophonius. I don't even know what Sophonius would be. It would be Habakkuk, Haggai.
Maybe that's one we don't
Hosea.
have.
I bet it's oh
No,
'cause
Hosea's up here.
Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Haggai, Zacharias.
Oh,
it's
look, we
gotta
have
be-
some help here.
It's got to be Zechariah, or because there's Zechariah.
And this is what I came across this morning. So when I was looking for, when I was looking at the back of the book for Revelation, I was like, dude, it just goes from Daniel to Bel and the Dragon. What's happening here? And that was, this was a cool story. We actually read through Bel and the Dragon, which did you say is part of Daniel?
I think originally it was like at the end of Daniel, because it's about Daniel proving to the Babylonian king that his idol Bel is not really a god, it's just a fake idol.
Oh, and that was fun. Then
A little bit.
Then we had a visitor come to the door at our Airbnb, and I got excited. And she said they were having a celebration, a memorial of Jesus' death on the 12th. And I said, "Oh, you're doing a Passover celebration." And then she left, and Jesse was like,
Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah.
So.
It's weird because they don't celebrate holidays like Easter and Christmas, presumably for the same reason we don't.
"Well, maybe they're
because-
doing Passover."
No, they would call it Passover and not a memorial of Jesus' death.
So I just want to be really clear here. This is not an advertisement for Jehovah's Witness for anybody who wants to make that accusation. Anyway. So, yep. In case anybody is interested in... What did you want to... Oh, yeah.
That's cool too, that in at least Bel and the Dragon, they have like the old Septuagint rendering and then Theodosian's Septuagint. And I don't know, we didn't look at the rest of the book to see if they have more of that. So like Theodosian had his own version of the Septuagint back when the Septuagint was the Bible, and then obviously the original Old Greek version. But it would be very nice.
Can you explain to me what the heck you mean when you say back when the Septuagint was the Bible?
Well, in like 200 BC when the Egyptian
Oh, you mean
Pharaoh,
before the New Testament came?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Like when the Egyptian Pharaoh had them make the Septuagint. Egypt was like the world empire at the time, so.
Okay.
Oh, they do. They have.
This is actually why I got this book, because I was tripping a bit over Esther. And then somebody was like, "But did you read the Esther of the Septuagint?" I was like, "No, I don't have the Septuagint." So Manny, I don't know you, but Manny, if you see this video, thank you for the recommendation on this book.
Yeah, because I don't think Breton's English Septuagint or the Lexham English Septuagint has. I've never really read through all of them, but I don't know if they have the Old Greek and then whatever other version.
So if anybody watched this and actually knows the answer and you want to let us know, it's wild that Jess and I both have, I don't even know how many Bibles each, and nobody had a Septuagint. So potentially we should get a second one. So if anybody knows the answer to what he just said, let us know so we can get a different version.
And also, in case anybody is unaware, the Septuagint has, like, it's mostly similar to the Masoretic text and like the Dead Sea Scrolls. So there's 5 or 6 or 7 different Old Testaments. There's like the Aramaic, and then the Samaritan Pentateuch, and then the Septuagint, the Masoretic text, and then there's the Dead Sea Scrolls. And they're all slightly different in a lot of places, but then there's a few places where they're greatly different from each other. So
Did you know way more than I thought you knew?
Yeah, so when you read through the Septuagint, there's places where it differs greatly from the traditional Masoretic Hebrew Bible. So like if you're reading the King James or the NASB or whatever other translation you have that's based on the Masoretic text, and then you read the Septuagint and it's greatly different. Like there's places where it says not even close to the same thing. which is why some people like reading other versions of the Old Testament, because somewhere in the middle of all of those different versions of the Old Testament presumably is the truth. Like, they're all from thousands of years ago, and they were all put together roughly within a few hundred years of each other, and they're all greatly different from each other in some places. So
I would be filming you if I knew you were going to say all of this.
that's okay. I'm just saying that, like, trying to tell people not to be super shocked. Like, if somebody goes out and gets their own version of the Septuagint because of this video, and they read something that's woefully different from what they're used to reading, don't be shocked, because that's totally normal. There's like 6 other versions of the Old Testament that are in places greatly different from the Masoretic text. And like somewhere in the middle of all of those different versions is the original rendering of it.
All right, Shabbat Shalom.
Which is the point of having different. This is why we study the Septuagint in the first place.
Ay, ay, ay. Thank you.